Now, I'm sure you guys already know my wife Dana is originally from America. She actually moved over here on a UK spouse visa just over a year ago now. We made a couple of videos about it. Now, these videos address how she obtained her spouse visa, but she does get a lot of messages from our followers and people that find the video, private messages, asking her a few more questions, about the ins and outs of being an expat, what expat life is all about. So we've decided to dive a little bit deeper into the subject, call it a kind of side project, if you will. Now, we're still going to be making FourBetween content, but Dana wanted to address some of these questions, basically just to help others, explain to others exactly what life is like an American living in the UK. So here it goes. Here is the very first episode of Dana's Expat Chat. Have fun!
Hey guys, welcome to Dana's Expat Chat. On this episode, I just want to talk a bit about my experience moving from the US to the UK and how it all went for me. So the first thing that I didn't really expect when moving here is how kind of lonely and alienated you might start to feel. So when I got here, I imagined, because I had my visa, I had finished everything, we had done all the legal stuff, that everything would just be like, cool, and then you start. But after I arrived, I definitely felt almost illegal for a bit. So that was definitely odd to deal with. I think in general, it's easy as well to feel a bit lonely because at the end of the day, you're not from here, so things are new to you and the people around you don't necessarily have the same life experiences as you. So it's easy to feel lonely. Obviously, I had an amazing support system. Chris has helped me so much and my friends here, but there were times that I just was like, man, I wish I was home and with people that knew exactly what I was talking about. So that is something that I kind of didn't expect when I came here. There are days and times that I forget and I'm just like, oh, I just want to be able to call my mom at this time when I want to, and I have to remember that we have time zone difference. I say that not to scare you at all. I've definitely felt super welcomed here. Just the other day even, I was at the grocery store and I had to ask a question about something that I was buying because I didn't understand it. And the guy was super, super nice and he was super welcoming, asked me where I was from. We had a nice little conversation. So people aren't rude at all. It's just sometimes you might feel lonely because the things that you're accustomed to aren't there anymore. So another thing that's slightly different is work. I remember putting my resume together, handing it out, trying to get jobs when I first got here. And the qualifications that I have in the US are different. They don't have a direct correlation. So basically, I graduated from high school and then went straight to working. But most people, a lot of people at least, go to college afterwards in the US, but the college in the UK is something entirely different. So I think our college is their university, essentially. When I was writing things down on my resume, it wasn't correlating to what I wanted to say about myself. At the end of the day, if you just go in there and you're charismatic, you're friendly, you know what you're talking about, you'll get the job kind of thing, even if your qualifications don't match up per se. Just kind of go in with confidence. That definitely worked for me to get a job, and I'm sure it'll work for you. A big one is money. So when I got here, obviously I had savings and things from the US in US dollars, and when I arrived I needed to not change it all over but have a sufficient amount here. So I had to get a UK bank account and I had to get a unique tax reference number, which is like a social security number kind of. And there were lots of things that you had to get. Coming over, I was thinking, oh, well, it'd be super easy to get a bank account because I have a really good credit score and that surely will show for something, but it doesn't. There's that correlation again isn't really there. It didn't mean anything here. So it was hard to kind of start from the beginning when I knew I had built up all this stuff. So I've had to do my US taxes as well and figure out what the heck UK taxes are and all that stuff. So that's definitely been a challenge to kind of figure that out, navigate all of that. It is not, you know, the end of the world. You can get an accountant, all that stuff, but definitely something to think about. And I think the biggest one would be have patience with yourself. So everything seems to take a lot more time than you expect. You need one thing to get another, to get another, to get another. You know, you're starting with nothing and you need all of these things all at once, but everything is taking so long. It actually took me a full year to get an NHS number. So yeah, things can take a long time. So just kind of prepare for that. I think I myself thought, well, I'm here, I've got everything, you know, let's hit the ground running. But I needed to be more patient and know that things would take time, and eventually they would get there and everything would come together. But when I first arrived, I just wanted it to already be there because I already had felt like I was fully established in another country. Why is it so hard to then establish myself again in this country? But my best advice that I would give to you is just be patient with yourself. You will get there. Just take it one step at a time, take a break. I wish someone would have said that to me, because you know what? I bet Chris did say that to me. He probably said many times, just chill, you're doing a good job. But it just doesn't feel like it when you just want to get to that point. But you will get there, don't worry. I don't say any of this to scare you. Moving to the UK has been one of the best experiences I've ever had. I would tell anyone to move to another country. It is something unlike anything else. It's a very cool experience to have. You learn so much about yourself, about people around you, about life in general. So absolutely 100% move to another country if you can. It's a great experience. If you like this kind of content, be sure to like this video and subscribe. See you next time.